A kitchen remodel pays back just 51 cents on the dollar. That means if you spend $80,000, you're going to lose nearly $40,000 before you ever get an offer. I've seen this same story play out across Ventura County, and it never ends well for the seller. Most homeowners think they need to fix everything before they list, and that's exactly how money leaves your pocket instead of staying in it. I'm going to give you 10 repairs you should never make and what to do instead, so you walk away with more money at closing. All right, in reverse order, here we go. Number 10, don't replace your front door. A new front door can run thousands of dollars, and you won't see a penny from that ever again. Buyers aren't walking up and saying, I'll pay more because the seller picked this exotic front door. Instead, repaint, refinish what you've got, swap out the hardware with something fresh and modern. A new handle, a new knocker, maybe a quick coat of paint in a color that pops. That makes an inexpensive difference, and your entryway will still look sharp without flushing money down the drain. It's one of the easiest ways to win on this whole list, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg. Number 9, don't buy new window coverings. Old curtains, balances, or dated blinds make rooms feel dark and stuck in another decade. But buying new treatments for every window adds up fast. Here's the simple fix. Take them down entirely. Patch the holes, paint if you need to, and let that light in. Buyers want to see bright, open spaces. Your old coverings are blocking what they actually are buying. Most buyers already have their own style in mind. They'd rather pick their own coverings than pay extra for yours. It's a fix without spending a dime. Removing something dated is better than replacing it with something you have no idea if those buyers are going to want. Along those lines, number 8, don't fix cracks in the driveway or walkway. Curb appeal matters, no question about it. I'm not saying let the place look like a total mess, but repairing and resurfacing concrete is expensive work. Here in Southern California, hardscape settles over time. That's completely normal. Hairline cracks aren't scaring buyers unless it's a genuine trip hazard that can hurt someone. So instead of dropping thousands, edge the lawn and lay down fresh mulch. That clean look goes a long way with a first impression, and you keep the money in your pocket where it belongs. And once again, we're right into number 7. Don't do major landscaping. You don't need to bring in a tree or a bush or pavers or build out some backyard oasis just to get the place sold. In Ventura County, buyers are looking more and more at low maintenance, drought tolerant yards they can actually enjoy without breaking their backs. They don't want to inherit a full-time gardening job they never signed up for. Instead, trim everything back from the house so the architecture actually shows. Mow, edge, and some fresh mulch. Maybe add a few potted plants for color. Curb appeal is your first impression, but overdoing the greenery actually hides the features buyers come to see. So we don't want to hide the house behind overgrown plants and trees. Buyers are buying the home, not your landscaping. All right, number 6, don't replace flooring unless it's truly horrid. A good deep cleaning and polish should always be your first move. Sometimes there's perfectly good hardwood hiding underneath that old carpet. Pull it up and refinish. That actually pays back well. The numbers show hardwood refinishes returns about 147% on the dollar, and a new wood floor comes in around 118%. But if you do need to replace worn carpets, match the neighborhood and don't go expensive. I personally think just leaving them super deep cleaned is the best way to go. Your buyers are going to want to replace them if you don't get the right color anyway. For homes below the median price, stick with neutral, builder grade carpet in bedrooms and laminate for kitchens and baths. For higher end homes, step up the quality just a bit. Here's a pro tip I've learned after walking hundreds of homes. Run the same flooring throughout the whole house. Transition between different floors makes the space feel smaller and chopped up. Now, this one is sneaky. So, number 5, don't do partial room upgrades. Picture a new vanity sitting on top of 80s floors, or one new cabinet bolted to an old counter. This looks worse than just leaving it alone in the first place. It tells buyers you ran out of time and or money, and you're just trying to hide something you don't want them to see. Partial work makes the rest of the room look even older by comparison. The rule is simple. If you can't finish the whole room before the photographer shows up, don't even start. I've walked into homes where a brand new vanity made the rest of the room look like a demolition zone. Either do the entire space properly or leave it completely alone. Buyers see a half-done job and they start to look for problems in every other corner of the house. And this is where the big money starts to leave your pocket. Number 4. Don't install brand new windows just because you're listing. Full window replacement can cost you $20,000 or more just to get started, and the payback is just 67 cents on the dollar for vinyl windows and even less for wood. If they open, close, and aren't leaking, they function just fine. Buyers can absolutely live with older windows that work properly. The only exception is if they're broken, leaking, or creating an energy nightmare that shows up on your utility bill every single month. Instead of a full replacement, clean them thoroughly, repair any broken hardware, and recaulk where needed. That costs almost nothing, and the buyers won't walk away just because the windows aren't brand new. Now we're getting into the heavy hitters. So number 3, don't over remodel your bathrooms. A mid-range bathroom remodel runs about $26,000 and recoups roughly 80%. That sounds decent until you realize you're still losing over $5,000 on the deal. And if you go upscale with a bathroom exceeding $80,000, you're looking at closer to 40% payback. In Southern California dollars, that's real money going nowhere fast. Instead of gutting your bathroom, reglaze the tub or shower. I recently did this for about $500. And it comes out looking brand new. Update your fixtures and hardware. Put down fresh caulk, clean the grout, and roll on a coat of neutral paint. Only remodel a bathroom if you're staying to enjoy it yourself. Don't do it for the next owner. If you think the bathroom numbers sting, wait until you hear number 2. Don't remodel your kitchen only because you're selling. This is the one that hurts the most. A mid-range kitchen renovation average about $82,000 and pays back roughly 51 cents. That means if you drop 80 grand, you're losing nearly $40,000 before you ever see an offer. The data on high-end kitchens is even worse. An $80,000 high-end remodel, or 120, let's say, only adds about 30 to 40 cents on the dollar at the final sale. Buyers don't want your taste. They want a blank canvas they can make their own. Rather than tearing the kitchen apart, paint the cabinets in a neutral color like white or soft gray, update the hardware and plumbing fixtures, and you're good to go. Even swapping out dated knobs and poles makes the whole kitchen feel newer. Clean everything until it shines. If countertops are rough, consider a budget-friendly refresh, but don't tear the room apart. The only time to remodel a kitchen is if you're living in it and want to enjoy it yourself. Don't put on a new roof only just to get it listed. Now, if you've got active leaks, get those fixed immediately. Water damage is a deal killer, and you can't hide it from an inspector. But if the roof is near the end of its useful life and it's actually leaking, don't drop 15 to 25 grand on a new roof just to put the house on the market. Here in Southern California, our mild weather means roofs last longer than a harsher climate in snow and ice. The age becomes a negotiating point, not a pre-listing requirement. Most home inspectors will note the condition. Buyers may expect 5 to 10 years of useful life, and you can offer a prorated credit at closing instead of footing the whole bill yourself. It's cheaper for you, and the buyer gets to pick out their own roofer later. That's just business sense. If you're looking for more tips and tricks on protecting your equity when you sell, go ahead and subscribe and give me a comment. Did I miss something that you think should be on this list? And if you want the exact system to prep your home, download my free seller's workbook with the links right below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.